Hello. I've not done it like this for ages, but yeah, definitely the way to go. Right, okay, so volume. Hmm, I can't hear anything. Oh shit, I've done it again. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's much because I always think it's not working, it's my earbud. Right. Okay, so the sound is working. That looks quite good. Self-love club. Wait a minute, we need to put that down a little bit though. So yeah, this is what I mean by my ugly dressing gown. It's, my nieces were like, oh, wow, like they pure loved it. I don't know. The color annoys me. It's like, what color is it? It can't make up its mind whether it's like purple, pink, red. It's just, yeah, I don't like it, but it's really comfy and it's fucking freezing. So I'm sure it's fucking freezing wherever you are, wherever you are, wherever you are. But so yeah, I've got the big unicorn hot water ball on my legs, and I've got my other one sandwiched in my dressing gown, and let's just get on with this. So don't know how long I'm going to be here. To be honest, because I'm quite comfy, might not be in such a hurry. But yeah, I walked in and I thought, why is it so cold in here when I've had the heater up full blast? I'd left the fucking window open, so a bit annoying. But yeah, I've made the effort to be here because I know that, not everyone, but a lot of people can feel really goddamn miserable at this time of year. So we'll just chill out together with my Robin mug. The Robins are always a sign of loved ones and spirit to me, and that's what Mediumship Monday's about, except that's not what this is. This is the Venus and Capricorn Divine Feminine message, which can be for males or females. Um, for tomorrow, but they're all timeless anyway, because I didn't get to do it because I was filming someone's unlisted Year of the Horse 2026. Um, and yeah, like it was a bit longer than I meant it to be, but that's totally fine because might not sound like it because I'm tired now because I got a walk today, so I got my 10,000 steps in, and let me tell you, I hadn't done that in God knows how long. I think it's as long as what I think, but I can't remember the last time I done it. So I'm pretty knackered and I could really go to sleep right now. But I'm not going to do that because then I wake up at like midnight and I'm like, oh yeah, it's time to get up. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because I don't need a lot of sleep. I used to need about 4 hours of sleep at night and then I'd be totally fine. Now I maybe need a wee bit more, like six or something. But yeah, it's just annoying. Um, so, but yeah, I'm not going to push my voice too much because I did film that for a while earlier. And person that the only person that has bought that so far might even be the only person overall. But because like I said, it's not popular because I'm not a fan of them, but I've changed my mind now because just to give you a wee bit of a, just in case anyone is interested in that, basically the way I usually do it is the I go through January to, well, yeah, because I've done it different ways before, but this time when I've done that, one of your ones, I, just go for like I do like an overall energy of the year and then like themes and then what else? And then I just start like from January through to December. And but I always just stress that the reason I don't like it, like the reason I wouldn't be interested in that from someone, and the reason I'm not keen on doing it is for the same reason is although I'm saying, oh, this is for January, this is for February, it's like what I say every day on these. I'm saying this is for tomorrow, but this could be somebody's like, see you next Tuesday next year kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, or like next month. So it's different for different people. We're all in different timelines and stuff. So, you know, I just don't want to be false advertising with that. It's kind of like as long as you're all right with that, then it's fine. But actually, I feel better about it because, you know, the main judge of that will be the person that it was for. But oh my God, I was so buzzing. The energy during it and after it was just so amazing. And I mean, I love Leo Moon anyway, so it'll be that too. And I was conscious of using that energy. But it was just so without going into all that person's stuff. But I mean, it's anonymous anyway. But she on it, I know her well, and I know she really wouldn't even mind. But like, you know, even just saying this bit, but it's just it doesn't even matter what it's for because like oh, it's hard to describe. Um like there was a really clear theme throughout. And then although I'm saying January, February, March, it was kind of hilarious because it's like one point I'm saying January, February, and then the next I'm like, you know, Capricorn season, Aquarius season, Pisces season, and I was just confusing the fuck out of myself. So that's what annoys me when I do that. You'll see when I do the collective one, you'll see what I mean if I get around to doing it, and I'm going to plan on doing it. But yeah, it was just really like life coach mode, cheerleader mode, fired up. I mean, if that doesn't fire her up, I don't know what will, because it fired me up and it wasn't even for me. Like it's made me want to focus on my goals too. So that's what I mean. Although it's called a 2026 overview for the year of the horse, which doesn't start until the 17th of February, by the way. It's it just felt like a massive energetic kick up the ass. But like more like really just getting you excited about your goals, you know what I mean? Because I know that that's a goal that that person's had for a while, but and it like I said, it's just the same as what I say all the time. It's God and the guides and loved ones and spirit and power animals and all of that, like just using me as a mouthpiece. But yeah, it was really good. So like I said, I think that's, you know, the best way for me to really show you what that's like. And it's not even the same because when it's collective, but is to get around to doing a collective at some point this week. Definitely next week, if not this week. Might need to wait till next week to be honest, but energy level wise. But yeah, but like I said, I'm a bit tired now because I've got the heater on full blast. I'm actually getting a bit too hot now. But I'm just really sleepy. So we'll just and anyway, this is a postcard that sits in my hall, and I thought this is like on point for how I'm feeling right now. Like I had wanted to greet you, you know, hair done, makeup, wearing a nice top. I was gonna wear one of my nice new ones, and I was like, I don't even want to do any of that actually. And I was kind of contemplating, I was like, do I even want to go live at all, even with my hands? And I was like, nah, I can do that. And so, yeah, I chose myself. So it's a good example for you to choose yourself too. And like I said, one step further might have been like, I don't want to do this at all. So guess what? It's cancelled. But I didn't feel that extreme about it. So I hope you appreciate my effort. So, like I said, this isn't Mediumship Monday yet, though. We're just going to do, I don't know how long it's going to be. Where's the wee timer? Yeah, the timer's on for just under 15 minutes. So let's just see. So this is for the energy for Venus and Capricorn, divine feminine energy, which can be for divine masculine's feminine side too, because you've got feelings too. And whether you're male or female, it can be for fucking anyone really. You don't need to be a twin flame either. We'll just see what comes up. What else? Oh yeah, I just noticed. I'll talk about that more when I do Mediumship Monday, but I just noticed that Venus and Mars are actually conjunct right now, and the Sun is meeting up with it too. So that is all pretty huge. And I hadn't really noticed until I looked. So that's Venus is divine feminine and Mars is divine masculine. So that is like, you know, that's big. That's big union energy. Big union energy. Big commitment energy. Because Capricorn is about commitment, but it's kind of like yeah, it indicates meetings. And then the other thing that's weird is, which I think this is for this video, like I picked up that will call. So whoever this is going to speak to, because remember the way that this can go is this can make sense to a group of people, or it could make sense to just like a set of twins out there. It's never just going to be two people, but it can be. But yeah, I feel someone's very masculine saying I'll call soon. So I think we have to niche this down to that's not even the right word, is it? we have to niche this down to the tough to have your number to be able to call you. So, unless it's a telepathic call, but yes. What have we got for this? So, what do I usually do? Where's a wee bit of paper? What's that? I just sort of do any cards, don't I? Yeah, I have to. I'm sorry. You can tell this is what I'm like when I'm sleepy. I'm like, oh, fucking hell. Right, okay, so um this is giving more still the Cancer full moon energy rather than Leo moon, isn't it? If you're new around here on a Leo moon, I'm usually like, woohoo, let's go. And like, fucking shine your light and fuck the haters and that. And now I'm like, no, I'm just like, I can't be bothered with that shit. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I'm in Cancer full moon vibes. So. Um, hey, hello, how are you doing? Nice postcard. I've been so tired as well. I think it's the weather. No, it's not the weather. Do you know what it is? Do you want me to tell you? I'll ask your permission before I tell you. I know exactly what it is with you. Um, those cards are cool. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'll do. The postcard looks good. Um, I will wait till you wait. Give me a minute. Actually, I forgot I didn't put the stuff in. Um, because I'm not even sure if you're actually aware of what the reason is. You might be. Right. So the links I'm putting in just now, it's my PayPal link, which I never normally put that in. I normally put the Ko-fi link in, but I've put the PayPal link in because, to be honest, I really can't be bothered doing like I mean, to be honest, I'm not, but I've went there now. Um, I can't go back. I will do free cards for people because that's what I do on Leo Moons. But can I be bothered with the pressure of people's like, 15-minute, 30-minute, like, and even the membership ones? No, I'm sorry, I can't. So it's free cards tonight. You'll get a couple of cards each, probably literally for once, and it won't be like, that's kind of what I'm up for. So if you want to donate, you can using the inbuilt button or the PayPal thing, or if you want to book in session, there's a link, and that's more for people on the replay. But wait a minute, I hate when it does that. And Happy New Year, by the way. I know I've already said that to you, but um, there we go. Pin message. Um, goal. Oh my God, I should just put to stay awake. Nah, I'm not putting a goal actually because I'm not on this one for long. Is it Celtic getting beat off Rangers at the weekend? No, no, I didn't know that you care that much about that. It's I get confused with all that. I'm not that clued up on the football. No, it's because it was your moon. So you are a moon in Cancer, and you know where that is in your chart if you remember where I told you it was. And also, it was the full moon, super moon in Cancer. So yeah, that would have been really pretty rough for you. So I hope it wasn't, but I'm just letting you know if it was, that's why. So well done for getting through it. Because I was going to check in on you at some point this week. I was so, because I did think about it at one point and then I forgot, and then I literally just remembered when you said hi there. So, yeah, so that was your full moon, so that was a biggie. And it was probably closing out some kind of cycle from about 6 months ago because I distinctly remember you really not having a good time when it was the new moon in Capricorn about 6 months ago. So um that's the good news. You've closed something out with that. Right, that actually looks really good, doesn't it? Self-love. That looks really good for on the thumbnail. Right, okay, get over it, Claire, though. Right, so let's get back to this. So, like I said, Venus and Mars in Capricorn, conjunct each other, sitting on top of each other, meeting up together. It's given big union energy, or it's given having a chat or something. It's given something for whoever is going to resonate for. It's not for everyone. So use your fucking common sense. Um, and we think we're going to base this around will call. So I'm going to base it around someone's getting in touch whenever this happens. Oh my God, no. Why am I being led to those cards? And I've just picked up that. I'm loving you from afar. Well, that's helpful, isn't it? Right. So sorry, I'm just like I'm here for it. I'm in the blunt Capricorn. Oh, look, there's another one. What does this say? You're worthy of so much more than what I can give. Oh my God. This is still Capricorn full moon. Right. No, it's not Capricorn full moon. It's Cancer full moon. But now we've got passion. Keep the flame of passion alive. It's the heartbeat of love. Oh, I should have really been putting these somewhere for the fun. Right, we'll put them there. Right, so, and if anyone's watching this right now, and if you want a free card, let me know when I come back, and I've titled it Mediumship Monday, and we'll get on with it. Oh, I just saw True Love. I just saw True Love. Oh, romance. Oh, now it's getting a bit better. So, romance, romantic surprises are on the horizon. Be open to them. I don't know if these cards are coming. I can't really see the screen, by the way. It's like, I could if I put it on my phone, which I'll do in a minute. Voids. Avoid rushing to fill voids with love. Seek inner fulfillment first. So I think the story that they're building here is this divine masculine, however many this is connected with, has taken the time to pour the love into themselves that perhaps they've never done in their life before. Like perhaps this person has just filled the voids in their life with people. Like we've always been in a relationship or a situationship or 5 situationships or a few that you know what I mean, or whatever the I hope that's not literal when we said that, but this could have been someone that was living a double life or a triple life or a quadruple life or whatever. But yeah, pouring the love into themselves and not running away from the void before being able to give to wherever it is they want to give to. So I've picked up the blocking cards. These can be pretty extreme too. I'm just keeping that self-love club there. What have we got? So whoever this divine masculine is, that, and by the way, can I just say, see when I'm saying this, it's reminding me of, now this is anonymous, unless the person says, oh, that was me, and they're not here right now. They've not said hi anyway. The one that I done, like the last few days one were like rough as fuck. So I'm really sorry if anybody resonated with them. I at least know somebody that emailed me today. Actually, because I'm going to ask her if I can maybe like copy and paste what she said, because obviously it's anonymous. But it was something along the lines of like I can't believe that's it was basically the gist was like the only thing you haven't said is my name. Like that was totally my reading. But like I said to that person, you'd be surprised. Unfortunately, and I'm saying unfortunately because I was nearly crying with them. Definitely, whatever it was, the last one or the one before that, they were really. I felt how sad they were. Painful, more like. Uh, yeah, that could resonate with quite a few people, men and women. So for different things for different people. So I'm sorry if those did resonate. They weren't easy to deliver those messages. But like I said, Cancer full moon is hidden pain. It's anything to do with mothers, it's anything to do with family, it's anything to do with your hidden stuff, your trauma. It's rough. It's suppressed emotions, repressed emotions. It's feelings, all the feelings, good, bad, or indifferent. So it's overwhelming, you know what I mean? And that's what I felt channeling them. So the reason I'm saying that is because this could be a bit of similar energy. It feels really heavy again. And then maybe that's, it kind of adds to the effect of me being so tired and, you know, right. I'm going to put the phone up though so that I can see the screen because it's really annoying. Like, I just can't see the screen. So, um, you're right. It was lots of heavy stuff coming up. Being fucked with it. Been waiting for the storm to pass. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I did feel that. Um, but I'm glad you're here because this will pick you. I'm sure it'll make you laugh and stuff without even meaning it. So, right. Um, right. Okay, so what have we got? So for any of the divine masculines, male or female, that might be resonating with this, and wait a minute. Why is it homing in the divine masculines? This is meant to be the divine feminine. I do the divine. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh, sorry. Oh my God, that's actually really. Wow. Oh my God, I'm geeking out right now. That's nuts. Do you know why I am homing in on the divine masculine? Because the Venus divine feminine messages are actually what I do on the Friday because Venus is connected to Fridays. So it's actually like step aside divine feminine. Tuesdays are divine masculine Mars. Oh my God, that's quite funny. But it's still correct because like Venus and Mars are both in Capricorn meeting up together. So but that isn't that funny that that's not wrong when I'm saying this is, homing in on the divine masculine. So, but same goes, just the opposite way I said it. This is for divine masculine, but this can still be the divine feminine's masculine side. Your boundary setting, your decision making, or if you're in the I don't normally say weaker, but I felt guided to say weaker energy of it. If you're procrastinating, if you're not taking action, if you're not setting boundaries, if you're people pleasing, whether you're a man or a woman, blah blah blah. Right, okay. So, oh, that's come out. So, oh my God. Right, are you ready to be a little bit freaked out? If people are new to me, past trauma. So I don't need to explain why, you know, literally just said that. But that's because they talk through me. So, past trauma. You need to take time for yourself and heal your past trauma before moving on. Exactly. Self love club. So, this is just the confirmation for you that if you are this masculine, which you might be, but you're going to be more than one person. There's a lot of people out there, and you don't need to be a man either. You can be a woman. I mean, there's a lot of female divine masculines that tune in. Before moving on to even the love of your life, your twin flame, or whoever it is you're moving on to, it's you're never going to regret pouring all that love into you. So yeah, it's exactly what came out. Again, I think it's because I'm tired that they're just getting straight to the point. You gave up on love because you think you're meant to be alone. It's not true. So if that's you as well, it's not true. Simply not true. Right. Okay. So where else are we going with this? That's the block. So if you resonate with that and see what I mean by this could be literally anyone right now. Well, not anyone, I suppose, because that's saying you need to take time for yourself and heal your past before moving on. So that does indicate your past could have been pretty rough, like with whatever kind of relationships you've been in the past, like people not treating you right and stuff. Excuse me, alarm. I'll decide when we finish. We've just gotten into this, so let's put the alarm on again. Will we put 10 or will we put 15 minutes? I don't think I think we'll put 15, and if I finish before that, that's fine. Because if someone wants to remind me if you're still here, by the way, I'm gonna get the book. I feel a bit sick. I'm just trying to decide what to do. Do I take the oh sorry, the stress here. I either take the dressing gown off now. I think I need to turn it. It's that heat. It's so horrible. Along with the fact I'm covered in hot water balls. Right, hang on a minute. I'm just gonna got comfy. I just worked out today that if I put a pillow on the floor, that'd be a lot comfier. Wish I'd worked that out before. Right, let's turn this down. That's far too high. Right, that's down. And when I was fix my dressing gown. I don't know if I really need this. I'm not that cold just now. It's making me feel a bit now. Where were we? Where were we? I'm going to drink some of this. I felt a bit faint there. That'd be entertaining, eh? If I fit. Imagine I just keeled over and then woke up a minute later, because that's what happens if someone's with me in actual life. I just faint for about a minute and then I come back around. I'll be like, what the fuck's going on? I suppose it's safer than if I was completely on my own. Someone could come and break in and help me. Oh, anyway, sorry. Um, right. So, um, yeah. So I feel this is in line with somebody's had a bit of a rough ride, not a good one, with some heavy situations. Right, so phone on silent, didn't even manage to look at your sale, lazy bastard. No, listen, it's well, it's I don't I'm not you, so I was gonna say it's no a big deal, you know what I mean? But there were some that were significantly less, but the other one had just knocked off a little bit. So, but anyway, but that always happens to you, me booking the week after the sale makes sense. Yeah, well, hardly anyone ever books on the sale. Like, I'm just trying, if it was only two people, but I mean, I was shocked at that because usually when I put on a sale, nobody buys anything. So it's like, fine. I was just trying to help people out, but if you want to buy it full price, that's fine. Uh, right, so, um, oh no, I'm not doing mediumship Monday yet. Oh, fucking hell, Claire. Right, wait a minute, I'm burning the sage. But actually, like I'm channeling the energy of whoever connects with this. So I think you're all over the place. I'm going to blame it on whoever that is. But I don't believe in blame and shame, but that is part of it. I do feel you're in a place of blame and shame and beating yourself up if this is yours. So cleansing all that energy. And the sage is going a bit crazy. So, oh my God, what the hell's that? Sometimes I drop a bit in that. It felt like, what it felt like I dropped a bit. It was a hot water bottle. It was like, oh, I don't know. What do you think it was fucking Pisces season? I'm like a fucking space cadet right now. Right, okay, so I keep forgetting what that says. You need to take time for yourself and heal your past trauma before moving on. Yeah, so but seriously, like I know it's funny the way I'm channeling it, but I do feel that is the message. Like I feel whoever connects it, I feel you're all over the place. So um is this yours? I'm like, I'm putting that aside as I'm doing this, but I'm just saying you're the only one here. So it's kind of like, I hope you don't connect with it. But like I said, everyone's going to connect with it because it's past trauma. Right, okay, so, right, let's get an inner child card. I feel I need some structure. Where the fuck? That's what I'm doing on the next one. I'm just gonna do that, right? Spiritually, let's get an inner child card. Do you know what I'm going to do? I was going to do, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this a bit longer. I was going to do like two separate videos, but I don't think there's any fucking point in that. I can't be arsed. So I'm just going to make this like, combined. So it's the Mars and Capricorn divine masculine message, and it's um the theme, like the karmic sort of shit that I've been doing. So this is spiritually, listen, you're in, wow, you're in, I mean, they are inner child cards, but your inner child has something to say. And there's a 25 in it. Now, I don't usually go backwards, but I feel, you know, this, like I said, whoever's connecting with this, fine. But like, if you feel like the woman that had said, God, it felt like a personal reading, but this is really collective because it's like, I feel this Christmas for a lot of people was not the best. Now, if you had a good one, I'm happy for you, but I've spoken to a lot of people, men and women, where it was not great. Like I spoke to one of my family members just yesterday as well, and we were just having a bit of a laugh because it was kind of like I was explaining the astrology behind it too, and it made her feel better because it was like it just made perfect sense as it always does, even if you're not that into astrology. But it's it was Pisces moon on Christmas Day. So talking about Space Cadet, like that, Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Neptune's in the last of Pisces, that's what's really making us all like that too. It's horrible because it's like, you know, we just want Saturn and Neptune to be in Aries already because a lot of us, myself included, have been dragged through hell on earth for the past 14 years. Definitely in relation to love, but whatever areas of your life where it's just been a bit confusion, illusion, bullshit, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like, look, can this just fucking come to an end already? And Pisces is endings. And so when Saturn and Neptune both go into Aries very soon, it's new beginnings, because Aries is new beginnings. We're also in a 10-year, which reduces to one, which is new beginnings alignment. And going by that personal clearing and reading that I done earlier, it's fucking go time. You know, if you've been procrastinating on something for a long time, it's go time. Where, you know, and that was a creative project for that person, but this could be love for other people. Uh, so, but yeah, I feel whoever's connecting with this, I feel Christmas Day could have been difficult. So this could be because you're missing loved ones in spirit. This could be because um you didn't have a lot of people around you. This could be because you did have a lot of people around you, but you feel all alone, which every time I say it like that, it reminds me of that We Found Love in a Hopeless Place song where she's like, it feels like I'm screaming and nobody can hear me kind of thing. So, um, and I wouldn't say it was quite that bad for me, but I was surrounded by my family and my nieces, and I loved watching my nieces opening their presents that I'd put a lot of thought into and everything. But it was shit because, you know, I know I've already said this, but if you're new, like just quickly, I basically had excruciating back pain, which I held off for a couple of hours, and I was like, right, I feel like I'm actually gonna fucking pass out. So I had to call it wasn't the hospital, it was the emergency number, and they were great. And as I was waiting for 30 minutes for them to answer the fucking phone, like the nurse, you know, the pain went away because I was praying. And really the lesson was I can heal people like that, but when I need help, they do make it a little bit harder. But it's so that I ask for help, you know, and don't leave myself alone. So and like I'd said in the posts and stuff, and in the videos that I'd done after, it was quite emotional. So I was having panic attack after panic attack, and then so like, but when I did eventually get along with my family, I think what was quite depressing as well is obviously I told them to eat because I was hours later than what I was meant to be, and my mum always says we're going to have it free. We always end up having it at 5, but I mean I was later than that, so I think I got there about half hours. So when I got there, I was like eating it myself. You know, I was sitting eating it with my mum, like, but you know, I was eating it myself, and that was a bit weird because I've never done. You know, when I've had my Christmas dinner myself, I've actually been myself, and actually, those are the best ones. Those are the best Christmases I've had, by the way, of when I spent it myself. Like, I'm not fucking joking. Like, I loved it. Like, whether it was in my dark night of soul, like 10 years ago when I done that, um, or and believe me, it was hard to because my family were like, you know, really not wanting me to, and I was like, no, please, I'm like a gremlin, and I just leave me alone. I want to do this, and so, and then I done that again. When did I do that again? I done that again through choice. I feel like I done. I can't remember. I think I done it a few years ago, and then no, it was a few years ago. It was actually because my mum and dad were on holiday, which I was glad they done that because I didn't want them to hang back for me. It's like, no, go and, you know what I mean, go and get away. And also my sister and her family were away too. But again, I actually really enjoyed that one. But yeah, so you know what I mean? So that was why it was a bit shit for me. But I did have people that loved me around me and that, and then it was just pretty sure I cried myself asleep that night too. I was in shock. Yeah, it was horrible. And then I spent a few days recovering from the shock of the horribleness. So, you know. Anyway, that's a little bit about why I didn't enjoy mine. So I hope that none of yous were the same, but let's hope next year's better, eh? Or this year rather. Let's hope this year's better. The worst one I've had in quite a long fucking time. So yes, I hope that you listen to your inner child because they have something to say. So yeah, this is definitely picking up from um those heavier ones the last few days. Your inner child is bringing up stuff that you've ran away from. So are you listening to your inner everyone? Are you listening to your inner child? Because they've got something to say. Right, we need to get rid of self-love club, I think. Um yeah, pretty powerful. So it's defo mine. Well, you don't need to claim all of it, but I'm all over the shop, but it's kind of funny where you can laugh at it. Feels more like Christmas now than last month. You can keep the tree up. Yes, the tree is up. Because the thing is, I did say to mom, I'm like, I'm not going to have the energy to take it down today, or I don't even really know. I don't think this week, to be honest. It'll be up at Valentine's or something. Um, but it's also because I feel like I've neglected it. Like I've barely been in here because it's fucking freezing. And the electrician is coming. So I don't know when he's coming, but like I told him he doesn't need to bother being. This is quite funny, but um, it's. I told him it's not like I can't remember, but basically it's not really that much of a hurry because that storage heater in here hasn't worked for like the past couple of years. Because the other electrician that used to come was like, I wouldn't even bother about him. It's and I actually agree with him. Which is, but I don't like this other heater too because it's like I said, it's horrible. Whatever those, what are they called, oil heaters? The heat is because every time I'm thinking of one of my best pals in particular, when she comes up and she'll sometimes bring a bottle of wine and we have like a takeaway and stuff. Like sometimes we've sat till like 2 in the morning binge watching series and that, and other times it's like she has to go because it's like she's falling asleep, and that's what it does. It's horrible. And also when you wear contacts, which she doesn't, but I do, it dries up your eyes and that. It's horrible. And actually, why the fuck have I got my contact? I'm not even on the, but it's just because I had them in today when I went to walk. But yeah, but yes, no, it's not funny though. I'm going to go serious on you for a little bit. I'm sorry that you felt, I'm sorry for anyone, but I have to home in on you, Connor, because you're here. But it's, but it's like I'm sorry if you resonate with any of this, and I'm sorry if you feel over the shop and that. So, and I hope that I can listen to you whenever it is the right time to connect. But yeah, for anyone that's resonating with this, just stop and listen to what your inner child's trying to tell you. Okay, right. So we'll move these out the way, and so that was on a spiritual level. What have we got? Actually, and what I normally do for these ones, and as I use these cards, so we're just going to backtrack a little bit. The overall theme. Oh, wow. Release the soul burden. What you carry in silence shapes your path. Speak it, feel it, and finally let it go. Boom. Boom. As much as I like that postcard, that's going to be the mediumship Monday, unless we get an even better one. So I'm going to put that there, and then this, and oh, fuck, where was the other one? What was the other card? What did the other one say? We'll call. So I think again, so see when we're bringing in the twin flame stuff, for those of you that might be at that part of it, I feel somebody's been dealing with childhood stuff and now they're ready to talk about it, and that's why they're going to be calling or getting in contact. You see how that all sort of fits? See, that's a good thumbnail. Oh, where the fuck did I just put that other card? What did the other one say? I've like totally keep doing that. It's oh well. Oh no, listen. Oh no, it's inner child one. Hmm. That one's that wee. We could probably put that somewhere else. Can you even see what that says? Although I like those cards, I don't think you can even see. See, that is a good angle of this, though. It's very clear, isn't it? Let's see. I've not filmed like this for years. This is what I used to do, like basically this time of year, because I don't like this time of year. So you might have to get used to this view, guys. Um, let's. Is that a bit too much? Fuck's sake. Will call. Was that in the shot? Right. Okay. So, um, where is that? So, right. Okay. So mentally, this is what we need to know mentally. But yeah, that's huge. Your inner child has something to say. So maybe your inner child wants to actually talk to somebody that you trust. Um, maybe you're already doing that. So, like for some people, this is talking to a twin flame. For other people, it's talking to a therapist. For other people, it's talking to a healer. For other people, it's talking to a shaman, healer, therapist, astrologer, all the other things I have, if you resonate. Um, but there's definitely a need to release something. Like, and again, when you keep things all to yourself, you just create more turmoil and pain. There's a time for that, but it feels like I'm speaking to people where it's like you've spent enough time on your own working this out. Now you need to talk. Right. It's good to talk and all that, right? So what have we got? Financial healing, yellow lily. So whenever I see a card with lily on it, I always feel there might be a loved one in spirit called Lily. That feels even more pressing because we're pressing's not really a word I want to go for there, but we're in mediumship Monday, so they do like to hop in because, well, obviously that's why I called it that. Your money struggles are a thing of the past. Be open to avenues to receiving, and you'll be provided for in every way. But you see, that makes sense because if you've been taking the time to go inwards and do the shadow work and release trauma and stuff like that, and now there's a message coming through about, you know, being guided to get support. It's like, because you're allowing yourself to get the support and the healing that you need, it's opening up the avenues for like more good stuff to happen to you, whether it be money or happiness or love or anything. Which is the point of why were getting me to say that again about, I knew instantly that that was my lesson because, you know, can you imagine like the amount of, it's not, the word's not fear, is it? It's like, I just was like, oh, come on to fuck, man. Of all the days, 365 days in a year, and I'm having to phone the 111 on Christmas morning. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you know, back pain is horrendous, but like, I just wanted to be able to cope with it because it's like, there's people that are like feeling, you know, like they don't want to be here and everything, and I didn't want to hold the line up. So, um, but like I'd said, if you didn't hear me saying that, the nurse reassured me. It's like, look, it's actually not that busy, and there's more than enough people. And I felt like saying, well, why did you not answer the phone for 30 minutes? But it's kind of like, you know, it was for me. I did get what I needed because just to be told, like, you know, and whatever word she used, like, you know, Claire, you're the patient right now, and you matter too. Like, you know, I understand you help a lot of people, but you're the one that's needing help right now, you know what I mean? And like I said, I did find it quite emotional. Because I did, it was, even now that makes me sad thinking about it, because I basically said it like in a jokey way, like as if I'm doing now, and then I burst out crying, and I was like I was practically hyperventilating. And I don't ever cry like that. Like I used to, that's how I used to think that's how everybody cried. And then I realized, oh shit, no, that's just because I had what counselors would call fragile processing. Um, and I haven't got that now. So that's the good news, that if you cry like that, that is due to trauma, which, like I say all the time, we've all got that. We've all got present trauma, we've all got past trauma. Well, you might not have present as much, but I feel we've all got some kind of, no, I'll take the present trauma back. I mean, a lot of you do have that out there. Um, but we've all got past trauma, absolutely. You know what I mean? Nobody's not got trauma, and it's not a competition either. Everybody's got pain. You can't judge pain. Um, but um, yeah, like when I after my therapy and doing a lot of healing myself, like it's like I would have been the other attachments as well. You know, like um, but now I've got a secure attachment because, and that's the point. Like you don't, because it's like because of what I talk about all the time, I always get shown videos about dismissive avoidant and stuff like that. And it's kind of like that whole topic really fascinates me because I don't always think it's as clear cut as it's made out. And, you know, there can be a lot of crossover with all of this stuff. But the point being is, if you do resonate with being like dismissive avoidant, you don't actually need to stay in that, like what a lot of these doom and gloom videos can sort of paint the picture of. Or like if you're on the receiving end, like, you know, if you're dealing with a dismissive avoidant, they're going to fuck off for ages, and then they're going to come back and breadcrumb you, and then they're going to fuck off again, and, you know, and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, but first of all, will value yourself more to not allow yourself to be treated like that. This is the boundary Capricorn talk. But second of all, if you're the person that's recognizing you are dismissive avoidant, like go and get therapy, and you can then move into being securely attached. You know, you don't actually need to stay in that place. So anyway, that's coming through. So what else have we got here? Chakra clearing, yeah, and then that's in line with what I'm saying too. By clearing your chakras, you open yourself up to profound wisdom, and the profound wisdom that you can come into, you know, because I feel a lot of people maybe don't even realize why they act like that, and then it's only when you get a bit older you might think, all right, shit, but actually maybe I've got stuff I need to fucking face here. And then, you know, you could, if you want to, you could do something about it. Right, okay, so I think that's enough with that one. So that was all mentally, if that was speaking to you. And now we've got emotionally. So, okay, I don't know why I picked up these cards, but we'll go with what have we got emotionally? Keeping in mind, this is all the main themes here. That if this is you, I'm going to speak to it as if it's you, but remember, this could be your person. Oh, I've not done that for a while, have I? That's because I don't watch that guy anymore, actually. He doesn't do his lives as much. I'm getting a bit fucked off with YouTube, and I hear what he's saying. Um, um, yeah, like somebody's been connecting with their inner child, working through past pain and trauma, and because of that, you're releasing the soul burden. So keep that in mind. That's what this is all about. That's do you see what I mean about it? This could literally be for any of us. Um, right, emotionally, Mirac. So guess what happens when you clear the trauma? You make way for miracles. Because I know I say it all the time, but it's because it's true. That's what I help people do in personal sessions. Being a womb healer, which not too many people in the world are actually able to clear trauma at the womb like I'm able to facilitate. I'm not going into that big story again. I've told it about a million times, but it is quite a miraculous, amazing story. Um, yeah, basically, you make way for miracles. That's why it's worth doing that. Look, a prayer can bring miracles. Loving it. So, if you're emotionally struggling, a prayer can bring miracle. Because you know what? They're just pointing out what a miracle is. The woman that emailed me saying, although you know it's rough because it's like, oh God, you know, that message was really heavy and I'm resonating. But that's a miracle because, like, so bear in mind, you know, I've got a few people booked in. Um, I've got a few people that I've booked this week, and then I've got like, you know, other ones further down the line. So, you know, unless somebody says, "Oh, that's me," you don't know who this is. But again, that's one of the other people again that like I don't think they'd mind. They might even say when they watch this and replay, "Oh, that's me." But like even if people do claim it, like that's you. Like I said, it's not just you. Like there's quite a lot of people going through this. So you know if that helps you feel any better. But what they're making me home in on here is what I found quite amazing was that person actually booked with me prior to seeing the video. So you see how that's confirmation that she was meant to book with me because she watched the video after she'd made the booking. So do you know what I mean? And again, I do think it's like, you know, it takes quite a lot. I think it takes quite a lot for somebody to book a session with a healer, really anyone, you know, in January, because, you know, January is typically for a lot of people not a great month, is it? Because you've just shelled all that money out for Christmas, or not everyone, I'm generalizing a little bit. Um, Actually, I'm generalizing, you know, yeah, because it's not like you said, my money's so up and down. It's quite funny. I actually think this month is going to be a good month for me. But you see, that's good because last month wasn't. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I poured a lot of energy out and now I'm seeing the return on it. But you see, I think that was to preserve my energy. It makes sense, doesn't it? If December was quiet, but it wasn't quiet because I was doing a lot of work right until the end. Um, and it's because I was going to need my energy. And I did say that. I did keep saying I think I'm going to be really busy in January. So, and I would say if that's people have booked the first week I'm back, and basically, although like I said, I've got someone this week, like I've already done one of them, and I've got another person at the end of the week. Um, I don't. I Unless somebody's desperate for a session this week, I'm in no hurry for somebody else, to be honest. So, you know, I'm really taking it that like that's once I do the other person's one on Thursday, like we're done here. Because it's getting into that tired part of my chart. And yeah, so I'm what I was gonna say there. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not because I'm not working tomorrow because I've got somebody coming to fix something far too early in the morning. Well, I don't know. It's one of them ones like, oh, we'll be there between 8 and 3, and I'm like, well, I really actually just hope they come first thing, get over with, and then I can just go back to sleep. But I won't be able to go back to sleep because I'm waking up ridiculously early and blah blah blah. But um, and then Wednesday I've got my wee doggy pal, so I'm just going to be in chilling mode. I'm not going to want to work with somebody. I would have if it wasn't so cold. I would have worked night, but I thought, nah, fuck that. And then so I'll be prepared for the person on Thursday if you're watching this Thursday person. And Friday, I don't fancy working to be honest. So yeah. I might do a live stream though. Hello Brandy, Happy New Year. How are you doing? I'm here, but I might disappear to go put gas in my rig. Absolutely, you do you. Um, but yeah, so I was just giving you a wee lowdown on the yeah. I'm still treating this as like a bit of a week off really. Because like I said, I literally only got my energy back on the first, from a very rough Christmas and New Year. New Year was all right. It was just really quiet. That's the first time in my life that I wouldn't say I was asleep at the bells, but I wasn't really very awake because I keep getting up early. So I just forced myself because I felt like I had to, you know what I mean? And it was the biggest load of shit on the telly, like, oh my god, like the biggest load of shit. I was like, what the fuck is this? And actually, there was a woman singing a song that I was singing it earlier today, and of course, I can't remember how it goes. That's helpful, isn't it? It was something like, oh no, I can't remember how it goes at all. It might come back to me, but it was some. I don't think it will. I can't remember. Sorry. I'll try and. I quite like the song. I wanted to find it on Spotify, but now I can't even. I'll put in like New Year or something, and I'll find what I'm talking about. Um, right. Trust. Trust. Oh, wow. Trust your feelings. And remember, we're tapping in on the feelings right now and listen to the voice within. Right. So there is another one that is echoing. Listen to your inner child. So listen to your feelings. Listen to your inner child. There's a repeating message and focus. Stay focused to complete your projects. Oh, that's like that person's personal level. Um, right. Okay, so I think we can take. I'll not take all of them away. I'll just because it's key, it's helping me focus. And as we can see, as we can hear, and well, you can't see, but as we can hear, um, I'm needing that because I'm like, yeah, I'm so going to be going to sleep right after this. So, um, actually, do you know what? I'm not gonna, and this might have something to do with it too. I'm going to watch The Secret of My Success. Has anyone ever saw that? I had the biggest crush on Michael J. Fox when I was wee. It's not even funny. That's why Back to the Future is my favorite film. That's why Teen Wolf is my favorite film. That's why The Secret of My Success is my favorite film. So yeah, if you love the 80s like I did, you'll know what I mean. It's really very outdated. It's actually quite disturbing because what I remember from it is he's getting it on with his auntie. So I really hope that this is not part of this message, but I just realized that when I said it. But it's so like, I'm not gonna put yeah. Anyway, that like literally that is what like the auntie is coming on very strong. Like she locks him in the limo and it's like that. You know the song that I'm meaning. And it's like, yeah, the auntie Vina's pure like trying to mount him at every fucking chance you get. Yeah, it's a bit disturbing, really, when you think about it. See, when I'm saying it like that sounds really fucked up, doesn't it? But then he meets somebody that looks like Princess Diana. Like seriously. Yeah, but it's about a guy from like the stick. Actually, I think it's Kentucky. And that actually might be I might be totally way off here, but I think that might be where Renee lives. No, am I off? Somebody lives in Kentucky. If that's not Renee, it's maybe Heather. It might be Renee though. I don't. I might be off, guys. I'm really bad at geography. The geography teacher just told me to sit it out, and he was quite strict. But he was like, he felt that bad for me. He was like, Claire, I don't expect you to do this. It's fine. You know what I mean? That's when people know you've got ADHD without no knowing you've got ADHD. He just knew. I was trying and I couldn't fucking do that shit. Um, but yeah, I did love that film when I was younger. So I don't know. But anyway, I think it's for free. It's on YouTube. So if people like, have you seen that? That like YouTube's got quite a few free films and like quite decent ones, like better. I've not got Netflix, but better than Prime. So if anyone's actually wanting to watch that, I'll put it in the comments. Well, in fact, I'll just put it like I'll put it now. You can see what I'll find it in the just in case anyone's wanting to watch it. Because I'm not gonna watch. I'm probably gonna watch it tomorrow because I don't think I'll be able to stay awake. But um, where is it? Because it must be. Bear with me. Come on, where is it? Um, where the fuck is it? Oh, I might need to do this later. I'm not seeing it. But while we're waiting, has anybody seen The Secret of My Success? He basically, wait a minute. I mentioned, right, wait a minute. This could have something to do with double lives here because I said something about a double life at the start and he's leading a double life in that film. He's pretending to be the postie or whatever you call it in America, and he's the mail boy, and he's pretending to be like a big hotshot. So it's quite interesting. Um, fuck's sake, where is it? I'm like, what the hell is all this shit? I haven't even. Do you know what this is? It's because I chuck loads of shit on a playlist and I fall asleep watching this. By the way, can I also just say I can't go back now from Prime? Right, this is so annoying. I'm gonna have to put it in. I can't go back from Prime. I'm on the trial. Like I have to now keep it because the reason I got it was because I was so disturbed with the adverts. Like there was a there it is. There was a horror thing that came on during the day when I was making a cup of tea, and I was like, "Is that what I've been falling asleep to? Like, fuck that." But I can't believe I put up with adverts for that long because I've not got the because there's premium light which is like a tenner or something. That's what I've got, and that's fucking amazing. Like I don't know what the I mean I'm not getting any of the adverts, and yeah, right. Wait a minute. Because it is a good wee film. If you like 80s films, it is a classic. But right, don't blame me if you don't like it. I love it. Yeah, quite good though. I don't know when they started doing that, but like I did notice it before once. But the only thing is, I tried to watch it on my telly and it was going all weird. Like, so I can only watch it on my phone. But I do fancy just quite like cuddling up on my phone, and because I never watch shit on my phone, like films and stuff like that. The only time I watched something on my phone last year now was when I was away with my mum overnight, and she was getting I was chumming her for something, and she was already asleep, and I had to watch the Big Brother final on my phone, but it was quite cozy. Right, okay, so we digress, but maybe someone needs to watch that film. Never seen it. Yeah, I was just trying to think. I don't know. Do you? I mean, do you like 80s films, Connor? Like, like, because you're the person that hasn't even seen Dirty Dancer, eh? Which I was horrified with. I hope you have now. But I just love all the songs, because it's just like 80s cheese. I'm trying to think of some of the other songs. Oh, it's just 80s cheese. That's the only way to describe it. So I like it. I've not watched it for years. That's why I'm excited to watch it. Because when you get old, you forget you know what I mean? You forget what's going on. But yeah, the one thing I can confidently say that I say all the time about 80s films, I watched that when I was far too young. Because the fact that that's meant to be the guy's auntie and she's like really, I mean, put it this way, if that was a man doing that to the neat, like, it would be really frowned upon. But the fact that it's like a young guy and it's like the older woman, taking advantage. So it's a bit fucked up. So like what I'm saying, I'm like, I hope I'm not fucking tapping into shit. Oh, anyway, moving on. Right, okay. So physically, what have we got physically? Because I did actually think that when I was watching it last night. I was like, oh yeah, that's like dodgy as fuck. Um, right. Physically, hope. There is hope on the horizon. I fucking love that because hope is one of my favorite words alongside integrity. But the other reason why I love it is because it's the star card, hope and healing. So when we've got things about trauma and stuff, isn't that amazing that we've got a card about, there's hope on the horizon and, the energy that you're putting into facing your trauma, whatever it might be, there's light at the end of the tunnel after a very difficult time because now we've got emotional loss. And isn't it interesting that this deck has like got the guy that's, well, he looks a bit sorry for laughing, but it's like he looks a bit like I don't, now I can't, now I've got an awkward laugh. I don't know how to describe how he looks. He's like doesn't he look very sure about he's a bit, he's either like what the fuck is going on or he's a bit discerning. But he's got both his hands over his heart, so he's like guarded. But he looks like he doesn't trust some. That's what I think it looks like. It looks like he's like, what the fuck are they all about? Looks like he's giving somebody the side eye, doesn't it? But yeah, anyway, that emotional loss. Oh my god. See, I describe this to people all the time, right? See, when it comes to reading the tarot, I don't do anything like anybody does anything because my moon conjuncts Uranus. So just when you think I'm predictable, I'm going to shake it up a little bit. I'm very predictable with a lot of stuff, but in other ways I'm quite unpredictable. And but when it comes to the tarot, I always just say they just make me say whatever. But with these ones, it's when I'm this tired, I'm like, oh fuck off, because it's like they're called different things, and then I have to be like, wait a minute, what card is that? But this is the Five of Cups, so this is grief, sadness, and loss. So I mean, it's all tying in here. There's hope on the horizon after somebody has went through some kind of loss or grief. Um, and you're side eyeing something, and the loss and the grief for a lot of people is something from the past or someone from the past, because the Six of Cups is past life love memories. Well, it's called memories of love in this, but this is the past. So right, two things. God, we're getting really meaty into this, but I'm getting into it. But I suppose this is meant to be two videos together now, so that's fine. And if I really get to the end of this and I'm like, sorry, I can't be arsed doing mediumship Monday, then it is what it is. But nah, I will do it too, even if I come on just for a short time. But basically, the Six of Cups is the past in general. So if it's not about your grieving and you're healing your past trauma and you're grieving somebody that you lost in the past. And I feel it's connected to that'll be why they were showing me dismissive avoidant things before I came on here. Like, this feels like a group of divine masculine, male or female, because remember, I've worked with more females than male that are divine masculine, that have had the same experience of realizing years later, waking up after marrying somebody else and having loads of kids, and then going through divorces. A lot of the people I've helped, that they let somebody go that they really cared about, and because it was too scary, like the intimacy and abandonment issues and all that kind of stuff. Um, but I feel this is somebody grieving a past life love, and they're doing the healing now, and so it's getting worse before it gets better. Is kind of what I'm getting from this. But for other people, if that bit doesn't resonate, and also if that is yours, I do feel you will be hearing from this person at some point. Um, the For other people, it's just you're healing things from the past, and for other people, it could be past life. Like actual past lives that you've been carrying stuff. So yeah, and you could be, oh my God, 555. And that's interesting because I did schedule the post earlier for 555, and then I realized, oh, it's the fifth. So there's a lot of change in there. But look, we've already got the Five of Cups. Now we've got the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. And sorry, this card, like, again, I'm sorry to laugh at this, but I can't stop laughing. It's how brutal is that? He's falling down the fucking stairs. So do you know what I mean? It's like it's quite a good. I suppose it is quite a good picture for getting across that somebody going through a hard time. But it's like, do you know what I'm saying? Sorry for laughing. I can't stop now. I just can't. But it's like I'm always like, what the hell's happened to him? Like, do you know what I mean? Conflict and defeat. It's no good. It's not a good time, basically. It's not a good time. So, and also that's falling on hard times financially. But if it's not financially, it's feeling out in the cold. So yeah, someone, and also because I put it on that, someone's feeling out in the cold from a past life love and the grief and the loss that they're. Oh my god, this is a bit depressing, isn't it? Right, okay, so but it also is boring because it's no fucking different than what I pick up on all the fucking time. Sorry, but it's true. Um, right, so because we spoke about finances, have we got any of those cards? Oh God. Honestly, that walk has fucked me up. Like it's fucked me up in a good way because I feel I'm going to sleep really deeply, but like it's fucked me up because I'm like I'm really tired. Where the hell are the money cards? Oh my god! If I don't find them in 2 seconds, we're not using them. They're around here somewhere. Oh, here they are. There we go. They helped me out. Right. So, and I will look at the comments again in a minute. It's just, in fact, I can just do it now. I'll watch it. Still haven't seen Dirty Dancing. Well, I think you could probably get Dirty Dancing. Yeah, I think you maybe would like it. I don't know. There's a chance you might be like, Claire, that was the biggest load of mince I've ever seen. I think I can't call it actually. You're either going to be like, this is a load of shit, or I think you might like it. Because it's like, honestly, I'm struggling to remember a lot of it. It's centered a lot around him fancying the person that looks like Princess Diana. And she's quite annoying because she's like getting it on with her boss, who's like, oh, that's what it is. Wow. By the way, if this has got anything to do with people's personal lives, there's some fucked up shit going on out there. Sorry, just saying. But in the film, the auntie that is coming on to Michael J. Fox is married to this creepy C word that is sleeping with a Princess Diana person. That's what the whole film's about. But then it's like really fucked up because it's like the uncle's the person that's given, yeah, it's something like, I think it's not as fucked up as it sounds. It's like, I think it's he's related to the uncle, but nah, that's still your auntie. I was gonna say, but it's like not your like, but that is still your auntie. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if I've really sold this film, but it's meant to be about achieving your goals because it's about a country boy getting out the country to go and live the city dream. A bit like Cocktail, which is also my favourite. That's my favourite. Notice all these films feature incredibly good looking men. And if you don't think Tom Cruise is good looking or Michael J. Fox, I am tempted to ask if you can see properly. But anyway, these are a lot older men now, but they're timeless. They don't age in my world. Um, Along with Patrick Swayze and John Travolta. Right. God rest Patrick Swayze's soul. Right. So, um, I was like, the rest are still alive, are they? What have we got for a financial card? Oh wow! Oh, I love it. We had the other one about prayer again. If you're new, this is because I literally talk about prayer all the time because it is amazing. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing and be open to miracles. There's that word again. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. Boom, drop the mic. See how that fits with what I was saying about the person that's booked in. That I'm sure, like a lot of people, she could have done with putting that money somewhere else, but she was like, no, I need to book with Claire, right? And then the confirmation came through the video that it's hardly got any views because my videos that aren't live hardly get any views basically because I'm shadow banned to fuck like a lot of true twin flames, like a lot of people in general. But I keep putting it out because for emails like that, when I wake up and someone's like, "You've no idea how much that resonated," kind of vibe, um, and because it feels like a personal message. If you think about it, that actually makes sense, doesn't it? Like if it was somebody's personal message, it would only be me and them that were seeing it. So you know what I mean? Like it's quite funny. But yeah, detox your friendships. So I like that card because it's a lot about what I'm here to help people with, especially as we're closing out Year of the Snake. You know, the Year of the Fire Horse doesn't come out in until 17th of February. So, you know, be extra vigilant because yeah, the last of the Year of the Snake is going to really reveal people. But if you're new around here, I actually am doing that all the time because my North Node and Gemini's in the eighth house. Gemini, I always say Gemini's about gossip because it is, but like, you know, it is also sharing information. So it really depends which way you're seeing it. But in the eighth house, it's shedding light in the darkness. So that's why, like, I shed light on the corrupt stuff in the world and the lies and the deception, but also it's why I'm delivering people from their demons and literal demons and negative attachments and the collective. And it's why I fast and I pray all the time for the collective. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? It's all stuff to do with the eighth house. Because the eighth house is pretty dark, but the darkness I'm dealing with is I'm shining my light on the darkness, you know, helping people with it. Which is why when I've got free time, I like to do very peaceful stuff. Like, you know, like today I was walking by the sea, or like I just like to chill out in my cell and watch my favourite 80s films because it's pretty heavy stuff, you know what I mean? But anyway, detox your friendships. And remember, this is for your money. So some of the friendships that some of you have got are affecting your finances. So if you're finding your money's like not that great, check your friends. You also can't blame the people around you. You know, you can't blame your friends for having no money unless they're financially abusing you. Seriously, that could be a thing. And by the way, excuse my nails. That's really annoying me that I haven't painted it. And also, they're far too long. They're talk about wolf moon. Look how long these are. It's crazy how like look that one. I had a friend in the past who used to find it hilarious. That thumbnail grows like so fast, it's insane. But do you know when you actually Google that, having a very strong thumbnail indicates a very strong person. Boom, drop the mic on that one too. Um, but your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. You better check the people around you, whether they're friends or family or lovers. Some people you might be sleeping with the enemy. I hope not, but that sprang to mind. Well, actually, loads of people are from what I pick up on all the time. But right, what's the closing guidance here? Um, that was quite fun though. Let's use these because I like these wee tarot. Right, so what do we need to know to close this out? I'm wondering if there's the Five of Swords in this deck is quite cool. It's got a guy with his hand on his head and two women walking away. If that comes out, I don't know. Oh no, there she is though, Queen of Wands. So courage, confidence, independence, social. I feel this is the person that this masculine wants to go towards. So if the King of Wands comes out, I'll be loving it because that is a twin flame pairing. But yeah, this is a confident, passionate, sexy lady in her red dress. Also, we're in a Leo moon right now, and also that's given twin flames because it's got the female and the male lion there. Courage, confidence, independence, social. So you're shining your light in this Leo moon because it would be rude not to. I am shining my light as a Queen of Wands right now by you seeing my grubby hot water ball, actually. Let's take that out of the shot. But it's like my jammies in this weird coloured dressing gown, which goes down the floor. So that's what's amazing about it. Remember when I said I was doing a fashion show for my nieces? And when I showed them this, they were like, "Wow, do you like my new socks as well?" Honestly, these are so comfy. I was like, I was actually looking at them again because I'm like, I'm gonna get them for my pal's birthday. Like, which is like ages away because it wasn't that long ago. But they're like so comfy. I'm considering buying another pair for myself. It came with two. If you ladies, if you want these socks, it's new look. They're a fiver in the sale right now. I think they're meant to be like 6.98. They're so fucking comfy. So comfy. Like seriously. Um Anyway, I digress. So yeah, I do feel that, oh yeah, and look, even that's part of it, the hearts. I feel somebody's like got heart eyes for the Queen of Wands. The person that's sad about the past. So we've got manifestation, financial opportunity, skill. I feel this is the person that is, oh, that's funny. I said that on that. I said that on that personal earlier, personal reading. Fail to plan, plan to fail. Except I kept saying fail to prepare, prepare to fail. But yeah, I feel this is somebody that's manifesting an opportunity with the Queen of Wands. Or you are the Queen of Wands that's manifesting. But look, strength and look, power, courage, influence, compassion. This is the person that's trying to find the strength to manifest this opportunity with the Queen of Wands from the past. The fucking Emperor. Love it. Love it. So we didn't get the, well, not yet, but he might make an appearance. And that feels like part of the channel message, not yet. And remember, this is, although it's got Venus and Capricorn, this is actually the Mars and Capricorn. Well, it is Venus Capricorn too, but it's the Mars and Capricorn, which I'll put in the title after Divine Masculine message. So that's why it's coming through like, like that, like it's somebody going towards the feminine. But it's a fucking emperor. So it's actually even better than the King of Wands. It's like the King of Wands is going to come in and match the Queen of Wands energy, but they're in true divine masculine energy, and that's why they made me home in on the lion and the tiger. Sorry, the lion and the tiger. Well, whatever. The lion and the female lion and the lion. Power, safety, realization, father figure. So if you're this person, you could have been, whether you're male or female, but it is feeling like it's a man towards a woman when I'm tuning in. It's like you could have been healing your own masculine energy or things around men. Because although I wasn't talking about dads, it's the guy's uncle in that film. And I mean, that is so fucked up. He's doing the dirty on his uncle because I'm pretty sure he does shagger. That's the thing that's fucked up about it. He sleeps with his auntie. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm coming away from it. I'm not even kidding. That sounds like it's not, that sounds like it's a different kind of film, doesn't it? But it is practically like the 80s are so fucked up. I'm sure that Auntie like literally does get what she wants. Because you'll see what I mean. It's quite a famous scene when the song comes on. It's like do 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 do. And I should not have been watching that when I was that young, mum and dad. Oh my God, loving it. Look at this. What did I say? I don't know how I said it, but I said it like he'll be here soon, and there he is. Oh my God, and there's the card that I said. Oh my God. And they're right, what is this? Oh my God. And then Hermit, right, right, right. Okay, calm down, Claire. So I know what they're saying, right? So someone's coming in as divine masculine emperor. When this happens, this can manifest whenever. They've got a lot of love for you, King of Cups, that they held back, probably never spoke or they didn't very much. Balanced emotions, compassionate, diplomatic. This is someone that's got in touch with their feelings. But although I'm saying got in touch with their feelings, I feel this person's feelings are going to like completely spill out in quite a big way. But there's the card I was mentioning. He's got his hand on his head, conflict, disagreement, competition. So at some point, I feel this is somebody that's really regretting the fact that through their own stuff or insecurities, they put you in competition with another woman. Like, there's no other way to get around that. That's definitely what's going on there because there's two women walking away from him. But this person's went in hermit mode, to sort of find themselves, inner guidance, healing, introspective. Um, I feel it's going to be somewhere along the lines of it's like whoever's got caught up in this, it's like, that's this person's held all their feelings back for their true counterpart, their Queen of Wands. But they weren't ready for them, but now they are, because there he is. I love that. I mean, now I want that as a thumbnail. So yeah, not only is this person coming back as an emperor, they're coming back as, oh my God, I just realized that just now as well. That's not the empress, but look, the emperor has a lion on it and the strength card. So you are a very strong Queen of Wands woman, which is why they got this very strong Queen of Wands woman to channel the message. But it's like, look, you must be a very strong divine feminine that has, whether you want to say humbled your own divine masculine, because remember, that is your own inner divine masculine energy. So, you know what I mean? It makes sense. If you have tamed your own inner masculine energy and you're basically not taking people's shite and your own, then it helps your real. That's how you find out who your real twin flame is. But because that won't happen with the other, whoever the other woman is, unfortunately. They could be nice, they might not be nice. Who gives a fuck? Who, you know what I mean? We hope that she finds who she's meant to be with. She might already be on her way. She might be giving a fuck. This might have been a fling. Who knows? This might have been a marriage. It really doesn't matter in this case. It's like, um, she's walking away, so she doesn't care. That's what I'm getting from that. It's like, look, I don't think I'm going to use that as a thumbnail, but yeah. Anyway. I don't think there's much more to add to that. I'm quite interested to watch that one back. I mean, that, especially because, like, look, 78 cards in the tarot. The fact that I said that Five of Swords was going to come out is quite interesting. But yeah, it's like power couple coming through. That's what I'm getting from that. Also, that card makes me laugh. It's just a bit, he looks a bit of a knob, that guy. I don't even like that word, but it did come out of my mouth. Natural leader, visionary, long term success. Like, this is somebody that's like, I feel this is somebody that's taken a long fucking time, but they're finally feeling like they match their Queen of Wands energy. So, and Capricorn, see, oh my God, wow, that's amazing as well, because of what I said about Venus, divine feminine. I might point at the wrong card, but Venus, divine feminine, and Mars, divine masculine, conjunct in Capricorn right now, committed to the long term, committed to your goals. I feel this king had a long term vision to be with this queen, but they've like taken a long, like years, possibly like going into decades for some people to be able to feel, unfortunately, good enough in a lot of people's cases. But it's kind of like, it's really about you feeling good within yourself. So whatever the deal is for different people, but wow, that's crazy. I think I'm going to use them because I'm going to put um the conjunction and the thing that's quite nuts. Right, so I think we're done here with this. So I'm just going to go off and then come back and do. I'm going to read the comments and then I'm going to do Mediumship Monday. So hope you got a wee bit of a laugh out of that, and at least I've given you a wee film to watch if people were needing a film. Um, you should like the feel of most older movies. The sound and filming was better. Yeah, they were just way better. That was meant to say you should be okay. I feel I know it, right? Okay. You're just like me. You're finding it hard to put words and sentences and stuff. That's I'm feeling you. Typing in bed gets dangerous. Typos and dropping your phone on your face. Yeah. I'm surprised you're still awake, Connor, but that's fine. Starting to sound like an 18. The thing is, the funny thing is, I don't even think that is an 18. But it doesn't matter because nobody paid attention in the 80s. Like some people are fucking letting their kids watch Poltergeist and it and everything. You know what I mean? Like I still can't watch anything like that now, but unfortunately, I have seen both those films and they scarred me for life. But that, to be fair, that wasn't at my own house. That was when someone was babysitting me, and it was boys, and like it was my when I was younger, it was my mum's pal. Sometimes looked after me, and she had two boys, and well, they weren't forcing me to watch it. I was hiding behind the couch, but I kept like peeking round to watch because Poltergeist was kind of interesting to me for obvious reasons with what I do, but pretty scary. And it, oh my god, that is just horrendous. That oh, I don't even want to talk about it. That's just horrible. That yeah, I've not seen a lot of horror films, but I have seen those ones. Um, like the thing is, I'm blunt, but I'm really polite, and I've said this before. Like, say I was like getting to know someone or that, and they were like wanting to watch a horror film, I'd have to be like, look, I'll watch anything else. I can't watch that. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not even, and it's not even funny. Like that would, I wouldn't be able to sleep for weeks. Like I can't watch horrors. I don't know why people like watch. I just don't understand it. Like the world's scary enough. Why would you like put it this way? I watched 2012 last night, so I feel that could be significant too. I feel for people that connect with this, I feel 2012 could have been a significant year on your journey. And I only realized today when I was like, oh yeah, that's quite funny. That was for me. Like I was slap bang in the worst part of the heartbreak. Um, because that coincided with Neptune going into fucking Pisces, which is what the hell has been for many of us. Um, so I'd rather not reminisce about that. But yeah, I think I was getting mixed up with the day after tomorrow. And I was like, wait a minute, this isn't the film I thought it was. But I don't, again, whenever I watch doomsday films like that, that is not a good sign, guys. But I'm not saying anything that people don't know, surely. All you need to do is look at the weather things and what's going on around the world. But I don't know. That film is creepy because they do talk about the same stuff that I talk about. The Mayan prophecy, the Hopi prophecy rather, and the Mayan stuff, and the, you know what I mean? It's, and then in the day after tomorrow, that one's no better because in that Scotland freezes over first. So and look what's happening. We have got crazy cold temperature. Like I was saying that to my dad today, and he was like, "No, it's just January and February. It's always this cold." And I was like, "Dad, I don't think it is. Like, am I wrong? Connor, is this not colder than what it usually is? It feels like this is way colder than what it usually is. Like, because like I'm sure I'm sure right now it's like -4, but it feels like what did I say? London. No, I'm not in London. Yeah, -4, but it feels like -7. I don't remember. Maybe it usually. I don't know. Maybe it is that coldest. But when it was saying -9 the other day, I was like, "Fuck, that's a bit rough." Um, Socks come free when you join the self care club. That's a good one. Oh, um, right. Okay. Anyway, I think we're done here now. So, but yes, let's pray we're not. We've not got anything like that film I watched last night. I'm surprised I didn't have a nightmare, but it's probably because a lot of it is like, I don't know, it doesn't look real in the slightest. But anyway, quite depressing, isn't it? Right, I'm going to end this here and I'm going to come back and do mediumship Monday. So if you want a couple of cards, come back and we can hang out some more. And also I've done that weird thing where I've practically ended this live at my twin flames birthday numbers because I picked up my phone right when it was that. But oh my God, guys, I've actually done something even freakier. It's 2112 right now. And that was the day that that's what that film's all about. The end of the world on the 21st. Oh my God, I can't deal with how my guides and God are really creepy for me, aren't they? Like they just are. Which of course that wasn't the end of the world. It was the end of a certain type of consciousness. It was a upgrade in consciousness because I definitely got an upgrade. Like I always say this, but it's true. I was sitting with two crystals in my hands, like, and I felt like not all day, like, but at some point I just felt the shift in the energy as far back then as then. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah. I'm going to go away and I'm going to come back again. So hopefully these are coming back. But yeah, I hope people enjoyed this, got a laugh, whatever. And if you need to, oh God, I'm not liking that. Do you know what? I had to put hand cream on earlier. I was like, oh my God, my hands are looking like really old all of a sudden. I just noticed them on the videos. I mean, I've like, look, I'm going to put them there and now I'm feeling self-conscious. I have not got pretty hands. Do you know what I mean? Like, listen, I know what I'm working with, right? And they're up this area and that's it. But like, yeah, my hands are like, I've got chubby wee knuckles. Do you know what I mean? I've got chubby wee knuckles and My nails are too well. I quite like my nails actually, but they I need to cut them short because you can't. It's like kind of some are long and some are short. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of my hands. Um, but I love and accept them anyway. Um, but yeah, they were looking like old. But then I realized it's because my hands were dry, so I had to put on hand cream, and I was like, oh my God, now I feel like an old lady. Like that reminds me, like, what? Sorry, Nana, but my Nana always used to have the hand cream. And remember, I said, recently as well, I've started wearing Nivea cream, and my Nana was obsessed with Nivea cream. But so turning into my ancestors. And then I said to my mum today, I'm totally turning into you, which is not a bad thing because she's an amazing cook. But like, and I've been a good cook for quite a while. Well, yeah, at least 10 years. Nah, maybe 15 years. 10, no, the 10, maybe 10-ish years is when I got into cooking. But like I'm getting really geeky with it. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm finding, I don't know, like I'm just having fun, like making me different kind of snacks and that. And I made that sounds so boring the way I'm saying that, but just I don't know, it's fun. It's just funny. It's funny in the different stages of life, like when you get excited about getting a new Hoover or like watching cooking things and yeah. But I've not changed in a lot of ways because I always used to love watching hair and makeup videos. I find it quite soothing and I still do that. Like I think I've watched like the same girl's tutorial of a shorts and she must make a fucking fortune because they get millions of views. But I swear she puts up the same things every day of her putting in those sleep rollers. And I don't know, there's something weird about like there's something weirdly satisfying about watching it. Even though it's like, yeah, that's what it looks like in her hair. Doesn't look like that in our hair. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, just sharing some of my thoughts out loud. So I'm going to go away and I'm going to come back again. See you later.